Before the world heard the thunder that would become his signature voice, a baby named Mark Anthony Myrie entered the world on July 15, 1973, in Kingston, Jamaica. He grew up in a crowded home, as the youngest of 15 children, surrounded by the constant buzz of life in one of Jamaica's most vibrant yet challenging neighborhoods. Please subscribe as we dive in. His mother, a hard-working street vendor, woke early each morning to sell produce and goods in the market. His father worked long days in a tile factory, sweating under the Caribbean sun to help support the large family. Money was tight, but love, music, and culture were abundant. From early on, everyone noticed that Mark's voice was different, deeper than other children his age, almost as if he carried generations of stories in his chest. His mother affectionately called him Buju, a Jamaican nickname for chubby babies. Later, he chose Banton to pay homage to Banton, one of the great lyricists of the dancehall tradition. Together, the name Buju Banton began to hold weight long before the world ever heard it. Growing up in Kingston meant being surrounded by sound systems, enormous mobile parties filled with speakers, selectors, dancers, and DJs who gave the community belonging, release, and energy. The young Buju watched these sessions with bright eyes. The bass lines shook the ground beneath him. The lyrics told stories of joy, struggle, survival, resistance, things he understood deeply. The streets became his classroom. Music became his language. Life itself became his inspiration. Kindly subscribe as we dig deeper, from sound system kid to breakout star. By age 12, Buju was no longer the wide-eyed boy in the audience. He was grabbing the mic himself. Under the nickname Gargamel, he began performing with small sound systems, surprising crowds with a voice far older and heavier than his small frame suggested. Word spread quickly. The little youth with the big voice was dangerous. In 1987, at just 14 years old, he recorded his first single, The Ruler. It wasn't a global smash, but it was the spark, the moment the professional world opened its doors. Jamaican producers took notice. Dancehall selectors started calling his name. Fans leaned in. By the early 1990s, Buju had joined Penthouse Records, working with producer Dave Kelly. Suddenly, his style sharpened, his lyrics tightened, and his delivery became a force. Then came 1992, the year Buju exploded onto the national stage. Love Me Browning, Bogle, Batty Rider. Song after song, hit after hit, Buju dominated Jamaica's charts like a tidal wave no one could stop. His album Mr. Mention smashed records and became one of the best-selling reggae albums in Jamaican history. Crowds chanted his name. Sound systems blasted his voice across the island. For many, Buju wasn't simply an artist, he was the embodiment of dancehall's raw, unfiltered reality. He had arrived, the evolution, a rising spirit, a growing mind. But true legends never stay still. As Buju matured, the fire inside him began to shift. What started as pure dancehall energy grew into something deeper, more introspective, more spiritual, more rooted in the teachings of Rastafari. In 1995, the world witnessed Buju's transformation with the release of Till Shiloh. This album wasn't just music, it was a rebirth. Songs like Untold Stories, Not an Easy Road, and Till I'm Laid to Rest revealed a man searching for meaning, grounding, and truth. Fans didn't just hear the change, they felt it. Buju had evolved from a dancehall firebrand into a conscious reggae messenger. Throughout the 2000s and 2010s, he continued blending genres, collaborating with artists around the world, and releasing music that reflected growth, struggle, and clarity. Even after facing personal challenges and time away from the public eye, he staged a powerful comeback. In 2020, his album Upside Down 2020 reminded the world that Buju Banton's voice, heavy, wise, unmistakable, was still one of the most influential in reggae music. He was not just a performer anymore, he was an institution, a living chapter of Jamaican musical history. Personal life. Behind the fierce stage presence lies a man with a deeply rooted sense of family. Buju Banton is known to have many children. Reports commonly say up to 17. Among them are Jodian, Jahaziel, Shaddai, Jalil, and Mark, each carrying a part of his story. Some of his children have stepped into the music world, following their father with their own voices and dreams. Others have taken quieter paths, shielded from the spotlight. Through everything, Buju has kept his private life private, protecting his family with the same strength he brings to his lyrics. Net worth. The value of a life in music. After decades of sold-out shows, chart-topping albums, iconic singles, publishing rights, and global influence, Buju Banton has built a solid financial foundation. Public and entertainment industry sources estimate his net worth between US $2 million and US $10 million, depending on the valuation of his music catalog, royalties, property, and long-term earnings. It's not the flashiest number in the entertainment world, but for a man who rose from Kingston's inner city, fought his way through the global industry, and remains one of reggae's most powerful voices, it reflects a career built on resilience, authenticity, and legacy philanthropic endeavors. Buju Banton gives back to society through various philanthropic efforts, including significant financial donations, disaster relief, and establishing the Buju Banton Foundation to support at-risk youth. His recent activities include a substantial donation to the Accompong Maroons and a charity drive to provide supplies and support for victims of Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. The Buju Banton Foundation is focused on providing life skills, education, healthcare, food, and clothing to underserved youth. Please subscribe for more.